Okay, so today we're going to see a step by step client fulfillment strategy from scratch without missing any steps. So stay tuned. Having said that, this is the step by step fulfillment strategy. Okay, so we all know that people want result and not our copywriting, not our funnels or anything, but they want result. Okay, to get result, we need to know funnels, like what to do, and we need to be skilled at writing. How to do it is the most biggest part. So everybody knows how to create a funnel, but they don't know how to write. They listen to other people's that writing is good, but not knowing how to write is gonna create some trouble. Having said that, the next step we're gonna cover is basic funnel mapping, and it starts with knowing what is the big result your audience, your client want from the copy, from the offer. Okay, and going through the funnel as if your dream customer, as if you are their dream customer. List every reason why the funnel might not be working. Identify the biggest bottleneck in the funnel. So since I'll be doing the copy for him, so I need to know, this is my part. Appointment, getting him from traffic, getting him to appointments is my part, not the conversion and not after it. That is his part. Okay, the client's part. Okay, so I had to know what is the biggest bottleneck in that uh, funnel. And as a copywriter, helping someone sell high ticket is gonna be something off in traffic or between appointments, in between traffic and appointments. And then we have to list everything that we're gonna do for them, and we have to just drop it out everything on the first 24 hours. Those are the most crucial hours, and laying them in the order again, telling them how long it's going to take. And always we should be under promising, because always we have to be over under promising and over delivering, because this is how we can have more, our audiences, sorry, our client can have more trust on us. Okay, so this is the live build out funnel strategy that was created for one of the dog trainers. So this is the trainer who was crushing on YouTube. He was getting decent views. He was making a high targeted views to his upper level of audiences, and not for his cold audiences, but for his warm audiences. Okay, so we can see like his offer, his videos, everything are very niched, very targeted, and he was also getting good number of views from IG, from Instagram. So, so this part was sorted. So the traffic part was sorted for him. Now we all had to know is how to help him with the appointments. So he was not getting actually much appointments, and this is where we had to figure out like what was the biggest bottleneck that was restricting him to get appointments, though he was booking more traffic, he was getting more eyeballs on his contents. Okay, so this is so we had to figure out what to do, what was the important part in order to. Okay, so the bottleneck was the VSL part, the VSL sales page that was missing, and the YouTube description and pin comments. So we had to figure this out, and then we started doing it. So this is the VSL page that we wrote, and then connected it with a qualifying form. After whoever have learned about his VSL, about his offer, they'll be going to a qualifying form where they'll be getting an apply button and then few questionnaire, and then they can have a one-on-one Zoom call if they qualify the form, and then they can be a part of their private paid community. Okay, so this is how we started out. Okay, so this is where the traffic was going. This is where the conversion was happening in this sales call. But appointment booking, this part was the biggest bottleneck where we had to find out what is the exact thing that was going wrong. And then we found out the VSL. Okay, so we wrote a high converting VSL for him step by step. We're going to show it to you. This is what exactly he had beforehand. and he did not have anything that would pass from his content to his calendar looking booking link. There was a gap between it, and we had to figure out what was that. That was a VSL. So we helped him write a VSL instead of this page, and this is how it turned out to be. This is the VSL where he is describing about the results, about the program, what they can find, what they can expect, and how is it to be in there, what is the price, and everything. Okay, and yeah, what is every reason why a current VSL might not be working is, look at this. Okay, so there is no script. That wasn't a VSL itself exactly, actually, to be very honest. And it had a visual music. There was no tone, nothing, no good copy. And what is the process of good getting a good copy is research the framework that have worked for his audiences, research the framework that have worked for his surrounding niches like the competitors, and lay out a framework based on your research. Okay, and then putting out a draft. So most of the copywriters, they end up overthinking about how to start writing with the copy and stuff. Even I used to be that. But yeah, how to get over it is by starting with a rough draft and fill in sentences of your framework. Just write it, the emotion, don't overthink. And then feedback, get it get up. Okay, so you are working along with your or client, and he has to be equally immersed in the process. And so after writing the draft, you get it viewed from your client and ask if there is something that he wants to change. What is the tone that, if he likes the tone, if you want to change it, and how is the framework, and what is the big idea that he want to portray? Is it actually how okay, so this is the first draft, so it's not the like this is the rough draft, but he has to know, the client must be knowing that this other thing that could be changed, this will work, this is better, this is not, and this could be tweaked. Okay, so ask him, make it easier for him to reply, maybe just a comment on the doc file, or maybe create a low video telling that this other thing that he wants to add and wants to remove. Okay, so that was that, and then the final draft, send him the final draft. Okay, that was the launch. Okay, so this is the overhaul. Okay, so we have improved in the subtitle, hook animation, uh, visual proof of testimonials again, and the B rolls were added. Okay, so we also wrote him a sales page, a high converting sales page, which looks like this. So we are using pre headline, that is for qualifying his audiences, like who are his audiences. So it has to be dog owners. If you are not a dog owner, you can just leave the page, and you don't even have to look throughout the page. Okay, because you're not the audience. So this is the pre headline that helps in qualifying the audience. And then the main headline, sub headline, the hook, the hurting points, what they have tried before but failed terribly. What is the big idea that we are portraying? So the big idea was this canine neuroscience, that the modern canine neuroscience, which is completely new and unheard of, and which will help you get results, not only external but also in-depth cause, neurologically rooted causes. And it also, the second sub mechanism is, they have they are not only training the dog but also the owner, so that whenever the dog trainer is going away from the place, the dog might must not hurt the owner, because the dog might act as an angel in front of the owner, in front of the dog trainer, but when it comes to the owner, he might again be devil, so the owner has to be equally trained for it. And then the videos playing, yeah, so the video testimonials, join a book, authority, killing objections, so why we are different. Yeah, killing objection as in, even if your breed is an aggressive, or you are a first time pet owner, or your dog is just a baby of 6 months, and what do you see inside the program? What is the investment you have to make? And then qualifying who are serious for this program, and only them should be joining. And again, how to join. what are the instructions it fed here, and then transformation that they can expect. Like all your dream activity, like trekking, running, play date with your dog is possible. Is it's a peaceful walk with a dog and an on and off leash without having to worry, oh, what if he runs away in the busy street while chasing a squirrel, or what if he stops at a food counter on a street? Where, what if he barks at a nearby passing dog and stuff? And then again, removing the biggest objection related to money, that is by providing a guarantee, and then acting as giving him a FOMO so that they can make an instant purchasing decision. So this is the sales page that we wrote, and yeah, so there is a shortest note. Also, we use this framework, the 5Q framework checklist, and the killer sales page template. This is not the template only. Again, we created a framework for this niche specifically, but this is an overall that we have to follow some of most of the times. So this is the seven pillars that we have to recheck whether we are killing objections or not, whether we are making them feel doubtful, whether making them going through everything that this seven pillars have. That should be in the sales page. Again, the notes. Hook type is a bit outdated. Hook was a bit outdated before, but now we have changed it. We have built curiosity with a new around a new mechanism, that is a modern neurological based training, and sub mechanism, that is training your owner along with the dog, and want to load a puppy want to load this puppy down with every testimonial we have, want to have a super clear offer section caused to focused on one big idea. We need a very compelling and specific urgency scarcity section, again, everything. So this is exactly how it turned out to be. Okay, so this was a research section that was done. That was okay. So how did we find what are the pain of the audiences? What are the dream? What are the false belief and the objections? Internal false belief, external false belief. What are the fears? What are the solution they have tried? And why we are different? And how can we convince them to buy the school community and everything? Okay, so this was the research part, and this is the output. Again, first draft. This is the first draft actually, and this is the output. Okay, so we also gave him this slide so that he can record looking at him, looking at this slides to make it even easier for him. So the slides look like this. Okay, yeah. And then everything was done. Then there was a launch date, and after the launching, we have to track the metrics of how it is working and not. It was working successfully good for him. And and he started booking more appointments than ever. And yeah, we also give him a metric tracking SOP so that he can keep tracking everything out there. So this is the exact SOP that we use from strategy to creation to launching, delivery, launching, everything. So hope you like it, and let me know if you are looking for some services regarding copywriting, funnel creation, and want to have more calls booked. Then we are the ones. Though I must be blabbering, but the work that I do, I'm very confident at it and would definitely love to meet. Link is in the bio section. Link is in the about section. You can book a call. Thank you.